Okay, so last time as we were talking about how to make the formulas. So by making the formulas, hi Charvi, good afternoon. So in the last lecture, whatever the formulas we have learned, that how to make the formula, that was based on the periodic table. That is, by looking at the group numbers, we would be able to find out that, okay, this particular element belongs to this group. So there were certain groups which was decided, which was group 1, group 2. Then the middle group we were not touching. So it was then group 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So basically, if I go back, so we are only focusing on this groups, which I am circling it right now. 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. But what about these groups? So is it like they are not going to be asking making formula of these elements, or it is not going to require? Yes, there can be certain formulas which will require the valencies of the elements which are present in this domain, in this part, okay, the one which I'm circling it oval, which are transition elements, but you cannot use periodic table for that. There are certain elements whose valency you have to remember. The reason is because those elements have variable valency, means their valencies change. It can be +2, it can be +3 also. So I'm going to give you a set of valencies which you have to remember, and it is going to help. It will be helpful for your year 10, year 11, also if you go to AS levels, A levels, whatever. Like, it's a base thing. So I'm going to give you certain valencies, okay, of the polyatomic ions as well as of the transition elements, which you have to remember. So remembering can be either you write it 10 times, you write it once twice a week, or daily you can just write down these valency for 5-6 times. It will register in your mind, because as I told you, it's the base. Means if you don't know the valencies, then you will not be able to make formula. If you don't know how to make formula, then it will be difficult for you to write the chemical equations. So all that is very, very important. So one set of formulas you know from the periodic table by looking at the element, but there are certain elements whose valency you have to remember. So that set of valencies, I'm going to write it over here. So you can also write it along with me. Okay, you can start writing along with me. So I'm going to write it on the top as valencies to remember. Okay, valencies to remember. So you can start writing along with me. So first we are going to write for elements. So let's say silver, which is Ag plus 1. Then we have zinc, Zn2 plus, nickel, Ni2 plus, lead, Pb2 plus. Then we have manganese, Mn2 plus. Then we have iron. Okay, now iron exists in two valencies. One is Fe2 plus, which is written as iron 2, the Roman number. If there are more than two valencies for a particular element, there will always be a Roman number given besides it in a bracket, which will tell you that, okay, this is the valency of that particular element. Then we also have Fe3 plus, which is iron 3. Okay, Fe2 plus, Fe3 plus. Fe2 plus is called as ferrous. Okay, Fe2 plus is called as ferrous, and Fe3 plus is called as ferric. Then we have another element, copper, which also has two valencies, Cu2 plus. So copper 2, and we have copper 1, Cu plus 1. So copper 1. Okay. So these are certain valencies of elements which you have to remember. Then let's go to, okay, yeah, for copper 2, it is called as cupric. And for copper plus 1, it is called as cuprous. The lower valency, remember, now in iron plus 2 and plus 3, plus 2 is a low valency, right? So low valency will end with OUS. And valency, higher valency will end with IC. Copper 2, copper 1, copper 2 is a higher valency, so cupric. Copper 1 is a low valency, so cuprous. Okay. So then let's go to the next set of valencies, which are called as polyatomic valencies. The polyatomic valencies. The polyatomic valencies. So polyatomic valencies will go for -1 category first. So -1 category. If you have different color pens, try to write it different in different color pens. Always, that's one way to, you know, to register things in your mind, because when you start writing, you have that vision that, okay, this -1 valency, I wrote it with red or maybe blue, then -2, I wrote it with purple color. So if in case if you have different color pens, just use that. Okay, it's always better. Your notes should be colorful. So -1, talking about -1 valency in the polyatomic ions. So -1, we have hydroxide. Hello Ayush, good afternoon. So hydroxide is OH minus. Then we have nitrate, which is NO3 minus. We have nitrite, which is NO2 minus. Then we have bicarbonate, which is HCO3 minus. So hydroxide, nitrate, nitrite, bicarbonate, all these are my -1 valency. Okay, these are my -1 valencies. Then coming on to -2 valency, the -2 which you have to remember, -2 valencies are sulfate, SO4 2 minus, carbonate, CO3 2 minus, hydroxide, OH, nitrate NO3, nitrite NO2, bicarbonate HCO3, then sulfate carbonate, then we have something which is zincate, which is ZnO2 2 minus. So -1, -2, then coming on to the next one, which is -3. We have only one valency in -3, which is phosphate. One valency in -3, which is phosphate, which is PO4 3 minus, and one valency as +1, which is ammonium. One valency as +1, which is ammonium, that is NH4 plus. Okay, so these are the valencies which you have to remember. It's very, 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 very important. It's upon you, it's your choice, however you want to remember, but remembering this valencies you will not find from periodic table, neither they are going to give it to you. You have to know that if it's ammonium, you should know the symbol as NH4, it's positive. Carbonate, it's CO3 2 minus, nitrate NO3 -1. So yes, I have given a very crisp kind of the elements which will help you, or which will take care for you till year 11. So if you know these elements, these valencies, it will be helpful for you till year 11. Okay, so please just note it down quickly. I'm going to wait for 2 minutes more. So let us So let us now go to uh, the formula, like how to make the formula from this. So now let us write today's making formula set 2. So suppose I want to write formula, so making formulas. Number 1, suppose let's say I want to make zinc chloride. So first what I will do, I'm going to write symbol, that's my step 1. The zinc is, the symbol is Zn, chloride is Cl. Okay, Aaron, what is the valency of zinc? What is valency of zinc? Check your valency chart.
Ma'am, can I answer?
Yes, Aaron.
Oh, it's not Aaron.
Oh, sorry. So it is Ayush?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, Ayush, tell me.
2 plus.
2 plus. And what is Cl?
Cl is
Cl, for that you need to go back to your periodic table. So if you look over here, now periodic table Cl is in which group? It's in group 17, right? So group
yes, ma'am.
17 means it will be what valency? Remember, we have written in our last class that depending on the group number, the valency will be decided. So if it is
Ma'am,
in group
-1.
7, yes. So it is, if it is in -1, so over here -1. Then our next step is we will need to crisscross.
So Cl will be 2, and then Zn will be 1.
Yeah, so it will be ZnCl2. That is my formula for zinc chloride. Now let's go for the second formula. Now second formula, let's say I am using same zinc and I'm instead of chloride, I'm doing hydroxide. Okay. So from the valency chart which we have done right now, zinc is Zn and hydroxide is OH. Zinc is 2 plus and hydroxide from here we know that it is a -1. So -1. Crisscross. Now Zn OH2. Now, but remember, O and H are two different elements. Okay, you cannot write OH2. This means that it is only hydrogen 2. So for such kind of polyatomic ions, you have to put a bracket. I'll explain once again. Zinc, Zn. See, one capital letter, one small letter is actually only one element. OH2, if we write, this means that hydrogen is 2, but over here, the overall OH is 2. So that is why we need to put a bracket. So my formula becomes Zn square bracket 2. This is how is zinc hydroxide. Let us take one more example. Third one. Let's take example as calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate. The symbol is going to be calcium as Ca, phosphate is going to be PO4. Now, what is the valency of calcium? So for that, we'll go back to the periodic table. Now, calcium belongs to group 2 over here. So if we check our valency chart, group 2, which means the valency has to be +2. So we'll go and we'll write +2. Our previous chart, what is the valency of phosphate? Valency of phosphate is 3 minus or -3, whatever you can write. So my formula becomes Ca3. Now PO4. PO4 already it has a number. So we'll put a square bracket and we'll write 2. If there is a polyatomic ion which already has a number, so just put a bracket and just put the number which is there. Yeah, Ca3PO, PO4 Charlie. It is not only PO. PO4 is included in phosphate. So PO4 the whole twice. Let us do one more example. Let us do one more example. Fourth one. Let's do ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate. Now ammonium is symbol NH4 Okay, so ammonium symbol is NH4. Carbonate symbol is CO3. So both of them are the valencies which we have written it just now. The valency of ammonium is +1, carbonate is -2, crisscross. Now ammonium already has one number as NH4. So if there is another number, we'll put a bracket, and CO3 bracket 1. But we know that we do not write 1 in our formula, so this is not required. So it is just NH4 twice CO3. Is this very clear how to write the formulas of the polyatomic ions? Yes.
Yes.
Please take down this, and then I'm going to give you some questions to do it now. Okay, so the first one, Amima has already answered. So silver is Ag. Bromide, sorry, there was a spelling mistake. Bromide is Br, it is Bide. Silver +1, this you will get from valency chart, and bromine is in group 17 of periodic table, so that is -1. Crisscross, it will be AgBr. Okay. Second one, zinc carbonate. So we will ask Huda, zinc carbonate. Can you tell me the equation, I mean the formula?
The symbols will be Zn and C, and it will be Zn4C2.
Okay, now it's carbonate, Huda, it's not carbide. The valency chart, this one, carbonate, CO3 2 minus. C is only carbide. That's different. Whenever, okay, now remember, look at these valencies of polyatomic ions. Can I say that generally they are ending with ATE, 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 which means you have to remember the valency chart. So zinc carbonate, it is going to be CO3 +2 -2 crisscross, it is going to be ZnCO3. It is going to be ZnCO3. Okay, next, Charvi, ammonium sulfate.
Okay, ma'am. So I have to tell the symbol first, right?
Yeah, yes.
Ammonium symbol is NH4
Okay,
and sulfate's symbol is SO4.
okay, very good. Then valency.
Valency is +1, ammonium is +1, and sulfate is -2.
Okay, then we have to do crisscross. So what will be the final formula?
Final formula will be NH4 in brackets.
Yes.
2 will be the valency and SO4.
Very good. So NH4 bracket to SO4. Very good. Okay, next is Advait, aluminium nitrate.
Mom, can I answer?
No, wait, Ayush, I will give you, you will get chance. Advait, are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so what will be aluminium nitrate? Okay, tell me the symbol for aluminium. What is symbol for Al? Periodic table, symbol for Al. Sorry, aluminium is already Al, which I have told. Okay, tell me for nitrate, Advait. Look at the valency chart which we have written just now. The valency chart which you have to remember. In that, where is nitrate? What's the symbol for nitrate? It's not from the periodic table.
Ma'am, it's NO3.
Yes, NO3, very good. Now, aluminium belongs to group 13, so the valency is going to be +3. Advait, what is nitrate valency?
Ma'am, 3.
Nahi, NO3, where is that NO3? It is in which valency?
Number 1. -1.
-1. So, matlab NO3 is the symbol. The one which is on the top, -1, that is the valency. Remember that. So NO3 is the symbol and -1 is the valency. So crisscross Al, and what will be the formula then, Advait?
Ma'am, Al -1.
But do we write 1 in our formula? Do we write
No,
1
sir.
in? No, right?
No.
Now it is what? Then NO3 and
1.
valency is, no, NO3 ka valency after crisscross is how much? After crisscross, can I say NO3 is 3, but already it has a number, so I have to put it in bracket and it has to be 3. Okay, Advait?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, Aaron, iron 3 sulfates. If you have a problem, like you can just type the answer. Iron 3 sulfate. There is a lot of network issue, Aaron. You can just type the answer, Aaron. No problem. Type the answer. Ayush, till that time, tell me for 6th one. Aaron, you are going to write answer for 5th one in the, okay. Ayush, just wait. So yes, Ayush, just wait. Yeah, he has written the answer. That's why. So yes, Fe and SO4. So Fe will be, since it is 3 as a Roman number, so +3. SO4 is -2. So crisscross, we get Sp2 SO4 bracket 3. So yes, Fe2SO4 bracket 3. Very good. Yes, Ayush. Lead hydroxide. Lead 2 hydroxide.
Ma'am, lead is Pb2 plus
Yes,
and hydroxide is OH -1.
correct.
So it will be Pb 2, comma.
PB2. How we will write PB2? Because see, it is crisscross, right?
Oh, okay. So OH2.
No, we have to always write whatever the word is there first. So you just, what we have to do is PB is first, so we'll write PB, but after doing crisscross, what is the valency of PB now? 1. So PB 1, OH bracket 2, but we know that 1 we don't write, so will just write PB OH the whole twice. Okay, Ayush?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, anybody is having any doubts? Okay, I'm going to give you 4 more questions as a practice. 4 more questions. So just take down the question, 4 more questions as a practice, and then we'll go for another concept, whether your answer is right or not. Sorry, your answers are right or wrong. Okay, so yes, Amima, good. The calcium Ca, it is 2 plus, nitrate is NO3 -1. Bracket, it is Ca bracket NO3 the whole twice. Okay. Silver 1 oxide. So silver is Ag, whose valency is +1. Oxygen is, oxide is O. So -2. Crisscross, it is Ag2O. Copper 2 sulfate, CuSO4. Copper is Cu2, Roman number 2, so which means it's +2. Sulfate, -2 from the valency chart. Crisscross, CuSO4. Okay, I'm going to ask Advait, since I have not received your answers, can you please tell me for ammonium hydroxide? Yes, Advait. Ammonium hydroxide. Others, please write answer. Amima, Huda, Huda has given. Charvi,
Ma'am, hydroxide is in the first group, so it will be
hydroxide.
-1.
Advait, listen. See, hydroxide is not in first group. It has -1 valency. What is ammonium? Okay, first tell me ammonium. Will you get it from periodic table or the valency chart which we have written?
Ma'am, from the periodic table. I mean, from the
Ammonium.
valency chart.
So from the valency chart. So what is symbol for ammonium?
+1.
Symbol. मतलब valency नहीं. Symbol we have to write.
Hmm.
मतलब what is the formula of ammonium? What is the symbol? Like zinc is Zn na?
NH4+.
हाँ, so NH4 is the symbol and valency is +1. Whatever the raised to is there na, Aaron, Advait, that is the valency. Okay, what is hydroxide symbol?
OH.
OH, very good. And what is the valency?
-1.
Very good. So we'll do crisscross. Now both are 1 and 1. So what will be the final formula? Yes, Advait. What will be?
NH. Oh,
Yeah.
OH.
No, NH4 we have to write NH4. Since it's 1, so we will not write 1. So it is going to be NH4OH. Okay, it is going to be NH4OH. Okay, Advait.
Ma'am, that's the answer.
Yes, that is because both are 1, na? 1 and 1. So 1 and 1 gets cancelled. Over here also 2 and 2 gets cancelled.
Okay.
Okay, if both of them have same valency, like the number is same, we cancel out. So we don't write same numbers. Okay, so it is NH4OH. So is this much
Correct.
clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now why there is a need for valency? What is the need? Why we are learning valencies? Because valencies will help you to write the chemical equation. It is like suppose if we want to write sentence, so you know the small when we were small, what is first thing? First we learn the letters, like how to write A, B, C, D, all that. Then there are words, dictation words which are there. Once we understand that how to write the words, then we learn sentences. We never ask the small kid or the toddler that okay, now read the sentence, because he has to understand the letters, then he has to understand words, and then the sentence formation is there. Exactly over here also we are going the same thing. First we should know about the elements, so that we have understood from the periodic table that what are elements, symbol, from where to find elements. Then we went to the valencies, then we went for writing the formula. So we have reached up to the words, that is the dictation words. Now we are in the procedure that this making formula, that is formula, needs to be written in the equation form. So I'm going to give the word equation. Okay, word equation will be given to you and you have to translate it into a chemical equation. Okay, so that is what we are going to learn. So understand, I'm going to just brief you about the chemical equation and then how to write it. More we will be doing it on Wednesday. So writing chemical equations for given word equation. Okay, writing chemical equation for given word equation. Now, let's say I have one question as sodium chloride plus silver nitrate giving sodium nitrate plus silver chloride. This is the word equation given to me. I have to translate it into chemical equation. So it is as simple as earlier, what was the exercise we were doing? We were doing individual making formula, but now over here you have to write 4 formulas. So we will make a rough work. So first we'll write for sodium chloride. This is only for people who still have problem in writing. So first we'll make sodium chloride. So sodium chloride, Na is my symbol, chloride is Cl. This is +1, this is -1. When I do cross multiply, what will be my formula? NaCl. So below sodium chloride, I'm going to write NaCl. So remember, whenever we are writing a chemical equation, okay, now just let me give you before writing the whole thing. Now, whenever we write a chemical equation, chemical equations are nothing but they are A plus B arrow gives C plus D. It is not necessary. It is not necessary that it will always be A plus B. It can be even one reactant, means one compound. Whatever is before arrow, whatever the compounds are before arrow, they are called as reactants. Reactants means raw material. Okay, raw material which is used to produce something, and whatever is after arrow, okay, after arrow, they are called as products. And the reactant and the product is being bifurcated by a symbol. So NaCl we have written. Now let's go for silver nitrate. The second one, silver nitrate. Silver, what is the symbol for silver? Ag. What is symbol for nitrate? NO3. Valency of silver from the valency chart, +1. Valency of nitrate, -1. Crisscross, we get AgNO. So AgNO3. So NaCl plus AgNO3 is giving you, what it is giving you? Sodium nitrate. So once again, we'll write sodium is Na. So this is third one. Sodium is Na, nitrate is NO3. What is sodium? +1, NO3 is -1, crisscross, Na, NO. So this is Na, NO3. Okay, final one, silver chloride. Who will tell me what is silver chloride? Both one.
Silver will be Ag and chloride will be Cl.
Yes.
The valency for silver will be +1.
Yes.
And the valency for chloride will be -1.
Okay.
So it will be AgCl.
Very good. AgCl. So did you understood what is the application of the making formula? So please copy down this equation. Copy down everything till here. Rough work, no need. If you want, you can write the rough work. Otherwise, it's not required. This is something which is writing chemical equation. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to send one worksheet which has the name, and you just have to write the formula. There will be formula given and you have to write the name of that formula. There are 20 questions and that you have to submit. So I'm giving you time till Friday. So today is Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you have to submit to me on my email ID. I will also post the email ID. And so that at least you know, that will give you an overall idea and more practice about the valencies. And when we meet next, we will be going further with more chemical equations and its types. So with this, we'll end the session and see you on Wednesday, and homework to be submitted till Friday. Okay, till then, bye-bye. Take care. Have a nice day. See you on Wednesday at 12:30. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye,
Have a
miss.
nice
Have a great
day.
day.
Yeah, thank you.